Rising to fame at the turn of the 20th century, when ostrich feathers became a sought-after fashion accessory across Europe. Wealthy feather barons built grand sandstone mansions and churches, many still standing today as symbols of prosperity.
We will show you the historical buildings that was built from around about 1860, and where we are right now. This is the first sandstone building that was built in 1860 and completed in 1863, and it is called the St. Jude Anglican Church. Sometimes you have this vision, we as humans, we want to know where we're heading to, but for me it's very important to know where you come from.
While the boom eventually faded, ostriches remain an important part of Oudtshoorn's economy, but mostly for meat, leather and tourism.
And we are very keen to tell the story of the town, which started with the early inhabitants, the cuckoo and the sun, and then later on the trekboere, and then of course in the colonial era it became a town in 1847. And then of course the ostrich industry, which is the reason why Oudtshoorn is a town. The history of that ostrich industry, particularly the feathers in the early years, and of course today the leather and the meat as well.
The indigenous people have a long and rich heritage here, living in the region for thousands of years before colonial settlement. Their rock art, knowledge of medicinal plants, and sustainable way of life remain vital links to the area's cultural identity.
Ek sê baie keer vir my kinders ook, as ek hulle nou vertel van die koei. Dan sê ek vir hulle, onthou julle moet die geskiedenis ken op julle vingerpunte. As julle erfenisdag wil vier, dan moet julle nie brei nie, want brei is die erfenis nie. Sien, jy ding is, jy het 'n geskiedkundige kom vandaan. En dit is hoekom ons opgestaan het en begin praat het.
Oudtshoorn also boasts a rich natural heritage rooted in the area's unique flora. The Little Karoo has 3 biodiversity hotspots, something that is not found anywhere else in the world.
So we have the succulent karoo, like these small little shrubs, quite dry, never more than about a meter tall. And this we call the succulent karoo biome, and that's an internationally recognized biodiversity hotspot. And then as you go towards the mountains, if you go say towards Buffeldrift, where you get things like spekboom and jacket plum and guarri trees, the vegetation is much taller, often about a meter tall. That is subtropical thicket, which is the second biodiversity hotspot that's recognized. And then finally up in the mountains we get the fynbos, where you get the proteas and the ericas and those kind of flowers.
While the town is developing at a rapid rate, it is important to protect its natural, cultural and architectural heritage, which remains a cornerstone of local identity among its residents. Tanya Krause, SABC News, Oudtshoorn in the Western Cape.